What is good, ladies and gents? Welcome to another day of backtesting until I'm profitable. This is day 174 of backtesting until I am profitable. So without delay, let's get to it. Doing this inversion model, like, man, I'm so frustrated with how today, when I was about to execute on this model, I was seeing potential entries, but then my project manager was right behind me, and it sucks really, like, finding time to trade. Like, it's at work, and that's the exact time like they come to do like check-ins of like what we did that specific day. Man, it's so frustrating. That's why I hate 9 to 5s. Like, sometimes I tell it to my workmates that I'll quit, but they don't understand it. But I'm very sure that I'll quit for sure, man. It's so frustrating. I'm looking for some way to, that's why I'm consistent at this. That's why I'm doing this hard. That's why I'm trading this hard, like learning every single day, because, man, I don't appreciate that life. I'm grateful for it, but I don't appreciate it. I don't want to live that life. Anyways, this is not a rant. This video is not meant for rant. It's just for the daily backtesting. So let's get started. It looks bullish. Well, the daily is kind of bearish, but I think it will expand higher to this high, probably continue higher. This will be also another daily high, but I'd like to see this one, lowest hanging fruit. Now in the 4 hour, we are in this small gap here, but it's also possible that we could displace into this one here. Check the 1 hour. Well, we've got Asia highs run behind this buy side liquidity, and this fair value gap here. Now we can run this low and create a good SMT as well. That would be really good. Probably reject from this gap will be good PA, in my opinion. Let's see what happens. So price formed an SMT right at the open. And we have already started pushing higher because of what is happening with the 15. And we have an SMT there. And we'll also have a sweep, and honestly these lows look really smooth. Now, I formed an inside inversion here, and I'd like to see price displace lower. Let's say from here. From here to here, this is 23 handles. That's what I'm gonna do. 46, 11. I'd like to sell 11 of them to this low here, or this one. Why isn't it putting in the order? Alright, with my stop loss right there. For my target profit, I'd like it to be this low here, but this will be the lowest hanging fruit. I'd like to see displacement to these relatively equal lows here, if possible. Then it gets stopped out. But then market progresses lower, like great to take profit. But I don't understand why though. Why would we get stopped out? Is it like was that a tight stop? Anyways, let's wait for another entry opportunity to form. Check the 15. Yes, has already run that low there. So if we form an inversion on this high, buys could be about to play out. Retracement into a fair value gap here. If we form an inversion, yep, inversion gets formed. Fair value gap rejection. I would like to take buys here as well. But we're also in a 5-minute gap, so you gotta be cautious with that. Let's make it 500 bucks right there. Get stopped out right away. Alright. This is what we call being on the wrong side of the market. Let me check the 15. Now the sweep is in, and let me check the 1 hour. Well, we're not anywhere close, so there's an SMT. Still think we're gonna go higher. And now that we've put in a 2-minute inversion, I'd like to take more buys. From here to here, it's 25, meaning 50, 10. That's 1 and Q. And break even here, break even there, and then target this high. But this high RR will be crazy. Let's check if there's no 15-minute thing that could disrupt this. This high here could disrupt the movement. Okay, we're done for the day. Alright, this day opens bullish and heads right up. Man, I messed up my win rate with these consecutive dumb trades. Look at how bad it looks now. Alright, so it still looks like it could go higher. Lowest hanging fruit, and this as well. Checking the 4 hour while we're in this gap here. So I'd like to see it hold. While the 1 hour we've left behind Asia highs. I'd like to see an expansion, the continuation to the upside, manipulation inside of this here. I'd also like to mark, consequent encroachment of this thing here. 15. Got some good liquidity. So I'd like to see a manipulation lower, setting us up for an upward push. Right, so the manipulation is on this low here, and price drops lower once more. Yeah, I'd like to see how the 15 minutes looking like. And then we end up embracing this gap here. Now taking this trade would be really risky, but the 500 is okay. And 15 minutes looking good. 1 hour there is this fair value gap, small 15 minutes, not the 1 hour, sorry. So I still think we could continue higher. So there's also this 1 hour high. So this means if you take a trade like this, it'll be like 1, 2. Very small win rate. Let's wait and maybe we can trade the continuation. It's consolidating like crazy here. So this, you end up hitting the 1 hour high here, and then the SMT there. I think here is where shorts will start getting in. This thing here, you can see like right after we close below. Let's see if we can reach the extreme. Trippy day. It doesn't. Okay, still think we're bullish again. 4 hour. So good highs for a high. Here's target. So retracement to 1 hour favorite gap here at 7. I'd like to see an internal model form. Obviously this high is minus my side. Something close to the forming. Move it candle by candle here. Right. Check the 15. Let's see, we have an SMT 15-minute fair value gap. I'm pretty confident going higher, and yeah, that's basically it. And if I enter off of this small inversion here, that means I'll have 15 handle stop loss, 500 over 20, 16. So my stop will be somewhere around there. Now take profit will be at this high. I'd like to see take profit there, but that's still at the lowest hanging fruit. Ho ho ho. Candle closed below the inversion, which is like a disrespect of the move. And we get stopped out right away. So now we're pretty close to the slow. This one here has been run. Well, insane. Yeah, create some good inversions here. Check the 5 minute, we're in the gap, so I'm not gonna trade this. So if I trade a continuation to the downside, and trade only if the 15 minute provides an opportunity to go lower. Let's see. Okay, it's flip bullish. All targets hit. Smallest target here. Now here I think standard deviations will work. 4 hours is not interesting at all. Price run this low, SMT at 10, then flew directly higher and to this high obviously. Now I think price could head higher. Turn off a value gap here, 15 minutes. Some sell side there. Okay, crazy open. Check the 15 minute. We're pretty close to reversing this thing. We run this high and we're still in this gap, which is really crazy. And when we form an SMT at this high here, the price is heading for these lows here. Do we get any continuation move? Let's look at this high here. That's the lowest hanging fruit. Price is really choppy. Seriously, how many consecutive losses is this? I think now win rate has dropped to 40%. Bro. Market has moved overnight too much. Left behind in S&T, by the way, on the 1 hour, but like when market has moved this much overnight, the likeliness that it continues moving is really low. So the SMT gets taken out there, and we're dumping like crazy into this gap here, and then market shows some signs of reversing this candle here, and if we take this trade, that means 37 times 2, 500 over 54, 9.2. Check the 15. It's not looking that good really. No, I'm gonna let this pass. Effects of market moving overnight. See how deep it retraces, leaving behind some good buy side. retracement of our gap there. Okay. 1 hour, very good discount gap. I think there was some news here. Sell side right there. I like to see the open like manipulate before you can see move to the upside. Alright, you can see manipulation gets in right there. And check the 15, we're now in the 1 hour gap. I would have loved to see this inversion form early, but the time it's formed is not that time. I'd like to wait for one. It's 9:49, and well, there is nothing that will make us not go lower, except if we're retracing into this 5-minute gap. Low hanging fruit. Six consecutive trades, bro. Now here from this hell of an SMT. Another inversion inside here. This kind of races lower and then explodes. Let's see if we can take out this high. September, we will not miss you. Let's check September 2024. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive losing trades. Shit. This Friday we crashed out. I'm down 1.6 on the month. Just because of this one day where I broke my rules. Now let me check the daily. It's possible that this could be bearish, considering that ES is at all-time highs. I'd like to find some buys honestly, but if it goes lower then I will be targeting the daily lows obviously. I'd like to see an expansion to the upside. Well, 4 hour, there is this gap here. That will be the only support, but we also have a bearish gap here. So it's still kind of neutral here. I can frame it from both sides. So I think it could like probably run this lower than this one. And probably start continuing higher. we're heading for this high here. Boom. I get stuck in right there. And then I put in some kind of SMT. Oh, we have an SMT right at that high there. So we inverse this gap, and it's really obvious that we're heading now for this slope. How crazy is it that it's not reaching it? It's retracement of 15 minutes. Let's see, does it? Yeah, it's an SMT as well. These conditions are not the best to trade in, honestly. The lowest month was September. Bro, that's insane. That's insane. Okay, so now building bearish, last market shows me it's now really willing to go lower, but it will. Okay, look at this, how huge these wicks are looking like. Now I have some good 1 hour highs here. We're now on a gap. Market opens up and dumps heavily to this low. Oh, and it's continuing. It continues. Okay. Oh, what kind of sell-off is this? This low gets run as expected. There's also this one here. Is it a daily low? Yeah, it's a daily low. Inject the looks like it could go lower. Okay, why this gap here? So if it does go lower, we know why. Lowest hanging fruits and more daily lows here. Check the 1 hour. Well, Asia highs have been run here. Smooth as well. And we have more good lows. So now I think something internally could form to make us go lower. This was a retracement of 15-minute fair value gap. There's an SMT here, which means like the bias, that's why the bias flipped. Happy handles, so that's 160, that's 8. I'd like to take a buy inside here considering we have an SMT periodic gap. This is not a 5-minute gap, is it? Is it a 15? Not at all. Then why am I thinking that we could go higher? Something like this. Let's use 34. Now break even at this high here if we happen to break it. Come on, why is it delaying? So I give it enough. I gave it enough breathing room. Let's see what happens. Right now, I will have placed myself here. Will it have been hit? Probably. A win. Whew. Those were really many losses. And imagine if I stop here, it would have been like too much shit inside me. Putting the stop right here, big stop, but let's say here that would have been really heavy. But I think here was reasonable, like on this slow here. Right. Alright. And then we start going lower again. It's like the state prefer to be bearish. Without a wick, no high of the day. Days it's Thursday. Remember it's NFP week, so yeah. Retracement yesterday at this high. Trade that I took. Now I'd like to see this place lower to there. No clear 1 hour structure. But we have a good high here. Let's see if it happens to put in a better manipulation or hits higher, as I'm thinking. Okay, prices are printing this high. Check the 15. Yeah, this one is still prominent. Get taken out. Well, we're running this high here. Yes, hasn't. And we're in a 1 minute gap. I'm just gonna wait. Okay, high gets taken out. Yeah, all I gotta do here is wait. We hit the 1 hour gap. If I bet to close inside it, well, that would be great PA. Now market opens 1 hour. We're now above this high. Very absurd SMT. I think this is forming like the high of the high of the session. And now we get the reversal right at the 1 minute, right this high here. 1 hour. Very actually we also hit this gap here running this high, which is absolutely insane. Now after having this kind of SMT, I mean inversion, sorry, I don't know, this will be a really big trade. If we entered early, like it will bring a really huge stop. That's the problem. Except if it manages to do something like this. Okay, 100 handles. Why am I betting that the market will move to 100 handles? Okay. This would be like 100 handles, so 500, sorry, 500 over 200, obviously it's 2.5. Come on, who played it? I wanted to take it here. 200, so that's 2.5 or 3. So this is a break. This is where we got to break even. This low here, I love this here. And I love this curve to the extent that I want to do it full time. I hope dreams will get fulfilled. Whoa. So and come on, where did the position go now? Why are my orders not being shown here? Why isn't it dropping already? If ES runs, oh god, ES has already run that low. This one here. Then the 15, we are in a 15-minute gap here. So I'm just gonna close this right here. You wouldn't be like that confident, but I still think we're gonna go lower. Because of like the high time frame was showing. Now it's lunch hour and still nothing yet. Looks like we've flipped bullish now. I don't know what we're rejecting. How's the weekly looking like? Oh, retreatment into the weekly trend. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, I'd like to see a continuous expansion of the buy side. The targets 4 hour. We had a good outburst on NFP, which I don't know if it will continue like that, but I'm pretty sure like the 15 minute will provide something. We have some gaps here, so I'd like to see a continuation form inside the 15 minute, or like a run on the lows, like at the open, and continuation of the upside. Okay, look at this, sorry, SMT there. Okay, now when we go to the 15, you can see that we're rejecting the gap here. We've managed to drop to into this gap here, but there is no inversion or any kind of that thing at all. Well, except if the 2 minutes provides one. Let's see if there comes in another sweep. Alright, there it is. Okay, then market continues lower, which isn't what we were thinking could happen. So we've inversed this thing here, which made us flip bearish. Then we ran that eye, creating an SMT this high here, creating an SMT in a 15 minute gap. The low hanging fruit would be continuation to this low 50 handle, and obviously the stop will be right there, 1-to-1. Considering that this low here would also be another target, this and this. And the 5 minute, does the 5 minutes support that? And the 15 minute I think supports it as well. So 50, 100, that's 5 of them. Sell 5. And these lows are really good as well. This and this. Come on, I sold 5 of them. I don't know why they don't live now. Alright. Stop loss right there. Take profit right here. Break even on this low here. And if price reverses directly, okay. ES has hit the low, so we gotta be cautious and protect the capital. Okay, break-even trade. That was okay. Daily, we're still bullish. When did it end up moving this whole bull move? 8:30. Oh yeah, I recovered later. It's still bullish. Daily highs are the targets. 4 hour. Have some structure here. We think this gap will be burst because we're in a weekly structure, but it's also possible that it could hold. So what does it mean it holds? If it holds, then obviously these lows will be potential targets. I'd like to see continuation to the upside, but now there is no structure as well on the 1 hour. No structure at all, except this potential bearish moves. So that means if we go lower, daily lows, daily lows, daily lows. Right now, up to 1 hour, it looks like daily gaps are looking better here. Ta-da-da-da. Okay, good run. 15 minutes. We are at the high yet, but we're still in the 1 hour. Okay, crazy drop. Let's see how good this gap is holding. And yeah, it really is. And there is some kind of vicinity on this high. And now we're tracing to the gap right there. And we burst another one inside here. How big is it? 4 handles. Now if I take a sell with my stop there, 25 times 250 plus 10, trade 10 now. Now this will be the ultimate target. And break even here. Not really close. That would be really close. Break even probably here. Come on, just be small like ESS. This will be the low. Do you have any 15-minute structure here to support price? Well, I don't see any. Neither do I see the 1 hour. So I'd like to sell it from here to here. That's 10 of them. Sell. Take profit at the low, and it could also continue to other daily lows such as here. So let's take the low hanging fruit. We'll take stop loss right there. Take out this low. How about this one? No, we did not. Crazy retracement to the upside, by the way. Like, I wonder the heat one would have there. Like, look at this hit the trade is causing us, ends up closing us a loss. I'm not trading anything else, I'm just gonna sit and wait. Like a crazy structure. Next day, go to the daily. You can see how yesterday like hit those targets very smoothly, and well, the trade it took here, tracement back higher, consolidates 10 p.m. session. Look at how good it drops, traces to the gap at 1410, then boom into the gap. New York. sorry. What have I done? I've completely dismissed what this day could have done, right? And look, so this day I think it could have been bullish here, but looking from hindsight, it became. Sorry, I think it would have been bearish because we didn't run any of these lows. So if it hits for them, it will be very crazy. 1 hour, we're in this gap here, but we've also got one here. Relatively equal lows here. There's 70 on these lows here. It's 15-minute structure. Takes me into 15-minute gap. Right here at 9:30. That's crazy. Now I'm just gonna read the continuation if it forms. And it hesitates like hundreds of times to form. Right. 5 minutes. There's something right there. So with the 30-second, provide an entry in this stuff here. No. Okay. Daily target gets hit right there. No entry. Okay. Now this relatively equal highest target. 4 hour. Placement into the gap here. So looking to go, I'm looking to go high. 4 hour support. 15. Sweep of the low. Placement into 5-minute gap. Now I guess we sit and wait. Let's see what happens right at the open. I would like to see open manipulate another low. Definitely. Okay. Easy go. The 15. You can see it's looking good at running this low, keeping it in the 17 and the gap. And we created a good inversion, fair one. Now let's see if I enter this. Put my stop here, that's 25, that's 10, we'll buy. And break even here and target here. Like full target will be there. Break even will be somewhere. What in the world was that? 2 consecutive losses. So this September and October are not the best days they could be. I'm limited to one setup. I want to limit myself to one setup, but they can't help at all. And funny enough, the targets I set, I think they were hit. Check the daily. Wait a minute. This previous day, exact previous day, when I checked the 1 hour at 10 after I got stopped out, like market expanded higher. Let me go back and get this candle here and see. And the 1 got this version. Market ran below here, creating this T. So here could have been another entry. From here to right here. I need to get this high here. Still a little bullish. For a really huge, beautiful gap. Before we get there, I'd like to spike some buy. I think we have some Totado as well. And the highs. What? Desistir aí. Já vou fazer assim seguir. Let me pause it.
Or you can let them see.
Who?
You. Future you. Two.
No.
Two.
Who's that? Okay. Thank you. Alright, let's see if we can sweep this and continue higher. The 15. This is some crazy news. What news were today? Fed Cook's page and the inflation rate stuff. Okay, open with an okay, version here. Let's sweep. I'd like to see that the totals get taken out by the way.
baguhaye inyama zanjye zo muri cya cyuma
Ibazifite mu cya cyuma? Yego. Ariko bazimpaye. Ushaka ko izindi?
nguhe
Ese zifata. considering that we're in the cap and stuff. But if we're bearish, then probably the open could rally higher. Hit this. Let's take the early handles as a stop. If it doesn't reverse this thing, then we're out. Ho. Not confident that it's gonna go higher. Wait a minute. Okay, you can see how the take profit gets hit. The good thing is that I was confident this trade wasn't that high RR trade, but it was a good one. Anyways, next day we have an SMT, so anything could happen. Anything could happen with the markets. I'd like to see an expansion higher, but this low looks really prompting. Should go 1 hour. Well, push to the upside and drop. So we have, I think this is data highs. We had some news right there. Now lowest hanging fruit, sell side. So go there to these lows. Because the reason I chose that is because look at this SMT, right? And we have another SMT, so let's just wait and see. And then this inversion, so let's see if the internal can form like an entry model. That would be really great. Looks like it's dropping right to the sell side without notice, while NQ is ES is driving to over this high. So this SMT is no, I think we're gonna head higher now. 5 minute looking good. Do 2 minute. Well, the one I didn't have any strong one. Okay, maybe this one, but wasn't really confident with that one. This pre-market inversion. Let's check 15. Well, gold rejects and continue higher, considering we have another SMT here, and the daily. How's the week looking like? Okay. Tough call. Also, conclusion of the week, fair value gap. That would be the only confluences. Considering how the country is looking, will be going higher. Now the 5 minute, does it inverse it? For the 2 minute, yep, it does. Giving us buy opportunities because stops right there, and my target this high. Like to target this high. This will be the lowest hanging fruit, but ES could also, it could also reach this high. So break even here and full take profits here at least, and that will be 24. So plus 500 or 48 plus 10 micros. So funny enough, I'm using micros. My stop right there. Take profit. Well, I would like to have full take profit at this high here. Retracement, that's what we start with, and we'll continue with the stop out. Then price heads to take profit. How uglier can it look? How uglier? This is a fair win. So ugly. What happened here? It was 10. I have some real 10. Yep, Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index. Well, lesson learned. So So I'm up by 2 wins here. If I hadn't done dumb decisions and took 3 trades in one day, I'll be up real good. Now this is could probably be an trade day. Price has already moved up too much before the open, which is a red flag. Okey-dokey. So 1 hour, okay, not bad. 15 minutes, not bad as well. But I'd like to see some price, continue higher. Just make the levels, continuation levels. Okay, look at some sports there. First night into 15 minutes, yep, 15 minutes, and then we start running higher automatically, hitting the full buy side. I think, it's just that I'm trading this model, but I think if you got the guts, you can take it right there. Target the highs. We're ticks away from, are they the all-time highs? No, they're not. But this is a crazy expansion day. There is no overhang here. 3 minutes there is. One. Okay, after embracing the gap here, now I can take the buys towards probably this and this. So TP at this size. Now the target has been hit here, forming another SMT. Don't know why I'm still confident that we could go higher. Shaking the 5, 15, let's take the risk. Don't want to micromanage this. Okay, let's accept our fate. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Okay, bullish move, expected us again. Nothing on the 4 hour, except this run, fair value gaps or something like that. Now on the 1 hour, nothing big, 15 minutes. Well, there is just this. Right, and we already have an SMT here. That is high up by these ones. Another low hanging fruit. We get a fair value gap, and open gets aggressive and runs this low here. On the 15 we're still haven't run this low. Barcode. And we reverse that thing here. Create an SMT at this low. Now we should 15. Sorry, the 1 hour. An SMT at this low. There's nothing here that will make us go higher, in my opinion. Except if it's the 4 hour wick. And let's see, it should go on. A 4 hour run of the lows here, SMT fair value gap, so I would expect something good. I would expect to move to the upside. We've got a sweep here. Okay, this will be the lowest hanging fruits. This highs here. The rest I'd like to see this gap in burst. Yep. Like to see it getting burst. Looking at the daily, ES is at all-time highs actually, and Q is the one that's not. Now let me check the 1 hour. Got this 1 hour high. And these the lowest hanging fruits. Some crazy sell side. There's nothing for me to look there. Just gonna chill and wait. Okay, crazy open. Crazy 15. Run close to this low. This low here and this low here and 1 hour. We haven't broke the SMT yet. Speed. So we've run this low here. Still got the SMT running. Okay. This thing doesn't want to play fair. No inversion and any of this stuff. And when you check, the price is already close to there. And when you check the 5, you can see we inversed this thing. Now, here's where we'd move to break even. And this here is the inversion, a solid one. Now we can take a trade, stop there for about here, from here to here, 40 times 2, 80, 500 over 80, giving us 6. very bearish market. I mean, what's the guarantee that price will reach there? And like the hourly just opened, so but the SMT is still holding. Bearish one. These relatively equal highs. Boom, 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 boom. Will be suspect. Okay. Now move BTs. Come on. Come on. What in the world is this? Break even? Are you even serious? Okay. I think I should have waited for the... What's this shit? This is so annoying, man. Should have waited for like a 5-minute closure. I don't know. Okay, next day then. I'm looking at how this thing has been immersed. I'd like to see these highs get hit. It's already at all-time highs. And I hate this. There is this huge drop. So sweet. Okay, right there, good run. Okay, why? Okay, I think over here to that 4-hour shitty thing. But the fact that we don't have any sweep upside, that's why I'm so hesitant to taking any kind of trade inside there. Now we run this low here, and it's a 1-hour fair value gap. If we burst this thing, I'm entering. Burst right there, and from here to here, 45, 500 over 90. That's 5.5. I'm taking 5. Risking 1%. Only 1%. Now the problem is I'm doing it at a time where market looks like it's selling. I'm trading, what's it called, against the trend. It's just 9:48. Nothing has just happened yet. Now though, remember this is a 15-minute gap. Oh. Get stopped out. Right now we're recovering. For our structure. I mean, what happened yesterday was the worst that I've ever seen. Look at this drop here. But I can see that it tries, but it fails. Now it's a new day. Going up on the daily. This will be the low hanging fruit, previous day high. 4 hour. That's that's it for our support, by the way. This is being supported by this 1 hour. This random lows continue to the upside. 1 hour lowest hanging fruit. I'd like to see some manipulation to the downside, probably here or here. I can look for some buys. Seeing open pretty close to these lows. And they get run, obviously. Okay, good run on lows, SMT there. And good inversion. Really big stop though. Really big stop. Okay, 30 handles is okay, by the way. And if my target is the previous day high, or this is the 1 hour high, yep. Previous day high is right there. This will be the low hanging fruit. 30 handles, so let's over 60, I think it's 8. Stop out. This was because of this high here. Crazy SMT. But after the SMT gets put in, shouldn't trust PA at the time. Well, October looks like it's also gonna be a bad month. It's not really looking good. 50% win rate. Should be better, but like this month we were down. Last month we were down 1 point something percent. This one we're down. October we're down 50%. This one 1.37, 1.69. Two consecutive losing months. Totally insane. Anyways, we're in November, so we're pretty close to finishing the session. We'll be done probably like tomorrow at 1. Anyways, let's remove this and all of this. Checking the daily, it's going really slow. I like to target inside stuff. Now the 4 hour, we're still in this kind of gap. I would have loved to see a move to the upside print, but it didn't. If it don't know, I'll burst this stop there. The lowest hanging fruit. You can wait for it. Funny. Then there's nothing to manipulate. The market opens around the high. Right there, creating an SMT. On a 1 hour gap. And price will be about to drop. One high got hit. And looks like bullishness is printing all over. Okay, after running this high here, we formed crazy enough SMT. I don't know if we're gonna drop. If we do, we could have like these low hanging fruits as targets. Or this, let's shoot the 5 minute. This will be the closest or somewhere there. Now the problem with me is that I'm trying to short all-time highs. Sorry, not all-time highs, but shorting at a high position. Is it illegal? There's a few minutes to the next candle open, by the way. I have to target some of these lows here, but I think I'm okay with the 1 to 1 point something. Okay, this low gets run, I move to break even. And take profit gets smashed. Is it a 15-minute low though? And this was the ultimate target that I was waiting for, 15 minute. This is here. For the 5 minute there was nothing, so sorry, modifying the trade. This one confirm. This should have been the target instead, right here. It's not about being greedy, but it's about launchable targets. Knowing that I could also get stopped out at any time. Okay. And boom, take profit right there. And obviously the profit continues lower, but I'm okay with that. It's okay. 1 hour and a half. Jesus, like this is way too long. Let's refresh this. This one has 50%, 50.34, 49. Wow. 24. Well, we ended up being up like 0.96. This one was a losing month, this one was a winning month. But you know, when the wins are really, really big, you can see crazy big wins. So it's pretty fine. The trade's really, really fine. Didn't trade any Tuesday in this October. Probably there were no entries. Okay, I think I'm just gonna close the session here, and until next time, stay blessed. Peace.